This video is sponsored by Warner Brothers. All right, so we're finally here at the DC booth. I'm super excited because we're gonna have a chance to talk to Jim Lee. For those of you who don't know who Jim Lee is, he's the CCO, or Chief Creative Officer right now, of DC Entertainment. So this should be really cool. We'll get a little insight into, I guess, how he got started and also what's been his favorite pieces to work on in the past. Hi, so I'm here at San Diego Comic-Con and I'm here with Jim Lee. Jim Lee's been nice enough to talk to us and answer a couple questions real quick. So thank you so much. The first question I'd have is, what inspired you to get into comic book making?
You know, I'm so old that I grew up in an era where there were no big budget movies. All the cool stuff that people love about the superhero movies, I experienced in comic books. It's how I learned to read English when I moved over here when I was like 4.5 years old from Korea. So it really was just like my fault. That's where I got my entertainment from. And so when I grew up, I wanted to tell the same stories that I loved as a kid.
Very cool, very cool. And the last question we have, just so we can, not waste too much of your time, would be, if you had to pick your favorite video game, what would it be? Because myself, I'm a huge gamer, and I don't know, I've always wondered.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with PUBG, Players Unknown Battlegrounds. Yeah, I find it, I'm horrible at it, so I find it endlessly challenging. I've got a small group of guys that I play with on a pretty regular basis, and half the time we're trying to pop wheelies or shoot each other. So I mean, we're not that serious about it, but when we do get serious, we're not too bad. Actually, they're not too bad. I'm horrible. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Well, thanks so much for taking the time. We're going right into the Harley Quinn Chaos Room, where we're going to apparently get to break stuff with baseball bats. I don't know, and it doesn't sound safe, but let's hope I don't get hurt. So the whole DC Universe thing so far has been absolutely amazing. The experience itself, I've loved it. So this will be fun, but I kind of am afraid I'm going to hurt myself somehow.
Wow.
Okay, this is going to be fun. This is going to be real fun, actually.
All right, Jerms, what do you think is going to happen right now?
So I'm assuming we're going to be able to break most of this stuff so that, obviously you're not going to break the dung. And then I guess the cans on the table. I don't know what, can I break the toilet? Can I use the toilet? Is that frowned upon?
I think you should use the toilet.
I'm going to use the toilet. Imagine they come in here, they're like expecting everything broken, I'm just sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
So how long have you been with the Force?
I've been here about 6 years.
6 years now. Wow, what got you in this line of work?
Well, I seem to be in touch with the crazies for some reason.
Okay, I can see it.
And in particular, who wouldn't stop laughing?
I'm just not going to smile or anything. Yeah, definitely.
Ready, go!
All right, so we just finished it up. Honestly, that was absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see it myself because obviously in the moment I can't see it, but afterward I can't wait to rewatch the footage. Apparently they're sending me over some stuff with like a cool security camera outline, so it looks all official. So can't wait for that to come through. But let's go try out the last one. So pretty cool, we have a first look at a brand new toy right here. This is going to be the Poison Ivy Lego piece. So I was thinking about different toys I could put into my next Secret Box challenge for DC, and this just seemed like it could fit. So I don't know, we'll keep looking around, but it's possible it's up there. So pretty cool, we were looking around the show floor and we found this giant statue of Aquaman, and actually it could also, that might be the real Jason Momoa. How do you feel? How do you like in Comic-Con? It's a bit shy. All right, so we were looking around a little bit more, and we found the Aquaman setup behind where we just were in the Lego booth, and honestly, it looks absolutely amazing. Tons of different toys that we could potentially use for the Secret Box Challenge. So just taking a look at them all, wow, jeez. I like the one of Aquaman right down there. It's actually really well done. But yeah, we're going to keep on looking, keep on searching. I'm sure we'll find the right toy, the right fit soon enough. So as you guys know, I host the DC Kids Secret Box Challenge, and I figured while looking around the show floor I could find the next toy for our challenge. And I figured as well that the best place to start looking might be right here. So let's see what they have.
Okay, here we go. We've got Chris as Shazam. What do we think? Here we go. What do we think? So what do we think of Zayden? Okay, what do we think of Zachariah? Oh, stop there. What do we think of Stephanie as Raven? Sam as Nightwing. Those moves. We have Pete as Batman. He's Batman.
All right, so we're over here at the Funko booth, and I'm joined by...
Hi, Arnale. And I'm Jet. We're the Tiki Kids.
Yeah, and we're going to be taking a look at some of the toys over here. Pretty cool. They have a lot of exclusive ones, and specifically this one, which sold out, I think, on the first day, which is pretty cool. That personally is my favorite. What about you guys?
Oh, definitely this or this. I mean, the Flash is my favorite, so.
Red Hood's my personal favorite, but this is amazing. The Chrome.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love the Flash as well. So to see things like this, especially up close, like that's the most unique one I've seen, actually, to be honest with you, at this entire establishment. So I'm excited to look around a little bit, see what other limited edition ones there are. But either way, you're going to buy a bunch?
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to stack up a whole bag. I mean, look how big the bags are here. So might have to fill up a few of those. All right, well, thanks. Yeah, so we're going to go meet up with the cast of the new Shazam movie coming out. It's super cool, and I don't know, I'm excited to meet him. All right, so we're over here at the DC booth right now, and we came across an awesome DC Supervillains Lego game, and we're here with the developer, Phil. So, Phil, how are you doing?
Hi, really well, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, very good, very good. So, honestly, from what I've heard a little bit about this game, it sounds like, unlike the other DC Lego games, this one's actually going to be focused around supervillains, and more specifically, your own creation. So, do you mind going into detail about what made you want to do the customized character, I guess, version of the game?
Sure, so yeah, when we were looking at going back to DC, we wanted to do something kind of really fun. We did the Batman games and had loads of fun with those, but we were sat there going, you know, the villains are really cool. You got some brilliant people in there like Joker, like Harley. And then that evolved into, I really wish I could run around with Joker, with Harley, kind of cause some mayhem and mischief in this world. So they were the kind of real two pillars about what we wanted to make this game about. So right at the very beginning of the story, we introduced this character that you actually make with the customizer. And the customizer is really in depth, so you can go into kind of like customize the appearance, the visuals, really independent arms, leg color, everything, hair. There's some really quirky pieces. You can make yourself look like a car. And then you get to name your character, and then your character features as the story. So they're in the cutscenes with the other characters. Lex Luthor will be sat there talking to you. They make references to your character, and that character progresses through the story and gets new powers, new abilities that you can customize.
And I was going to ask as well, in terms of like superpowers, do you have any superpowers? Do you get superpowers? Or that's something that you would like the players at home to find out for themselves?
Oh no, you definitely have superpowers.
Okay.
You want to kind of make, if you're saying you're a villain, you want to be able to do really cool things in there. You do unlock more powers as you progress through the story as well. So in this level, we unlock the ability to kind of interact with gold Lego with a heat beam. And when you unlock it, you can then decide, I want it to be purple and look like lightning and come out my left hand. Oh no, wait, I want it to come out both hands. And you can do that with the customizer and really kind of mix and match how you want your character's kind of abilities to progress and kind of showcase in the game. We've hit randomize, and one of the abilities we've got is actually super speed. So you can now run around as fast as the Flash. So go toe to toe with the Flash if you want in a race. And the idea as well is we've had it in the past where, I mean, personally, when I play games, I've spent ages making a character, and then 2 hours into my game, I'm bored of that guy. I wish I'd change it and make someone else. You can make changes to your character on the fly. So you can go back to your character customizer and say, you know what, I want to fly today. So you then give your character flight. Or I want to be super speed again. So you can switch that ability back in. So you can really change your character up even when you're progressing through the story.
So it appears like the game is fairly open. Is this an open world game, or what's the schematic of it all?
So yeah, this is actually a little bit of a tease we have at the moment. So in the background, we can actually see Metropolis, and you get to visit Metropolis as an open world location. You can also go to Gotham. We got some key locations like Iceberg Lounge, Amusement Mile. You can even go to Smallville. So you can go off to Kansas and see what Smallville looks like in a Lego world.
And sorry, so you can just travel between these on a whim, so it's like fully open world, or is it kind of progressive storyline you transfer to these locales?
No, yeah, it's very much a kind of an open world. So once you come out of a level, you kind of dropped into the city. If you want to go off and explore, you can do that. So we recommend people do a couple of levels first, because then you get some really cool abilities that you get to do that with. And then you can go, right, I'm going to go explore, I'm going to go run off, I'm going to go do a race, I'm going to go see what's around this corner. And really then, whenever you want to go back to the story, you can just kind of follow the Lego studs and takes you back to progressing through the story itself.
In terms of the game, what kind of platforms can people buy it on? When can they buy it? Things like that. How can the viewers at home get this game?
So it's going to be available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It's coming out October 16th. And it's actually one of the really cool things about it is you can actually pre-order it now, and at key retailers, if you pre-order it, you get a Lex Luthor in power armor, but it's a Superman power armor. We feature it in the game. It's actually part of the story. I really want one. I want one to sit on my desk. It's so cool. So yeah, it's actually going to be available for pre-order now.
Well, there you go. So go pre-order the game if you're interested, and thank you so much for the time.
No, thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, so we're getting ready to go interview Greg Cypes. We have time for a little bit of some questions, not too much, but what do you guys want to ask him?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he's Beast Boy, so there's got to be a lot of questions about,
Ask him
shape-shifting.
DC-related stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I want to ask him what made him attracted to that role. What drew him to that? I think that's really an interesting question. So I don't know. We'll see what he has in store for us. But we're getting ready to go upstage now, and that's that. Hey everyone, so I'm here with Greg Cypes. He's the voice of Beast Boy in Teen Titans Go, the movie.
Teen Titans Go to the movies.
There we go. So
July 27th in theaters everywhere.
There you go.
I'm gonna keep cutting you off, bro. I'm just playing. What's up, dude? No, actually, I was thinking, how y'all doing today?
No. So I wanted to ask you, what got you involved in the role of this animated series? What made you want this role in particular?
Well, I just loves animals. Green's my favorite color. And, 18 years ago, I auditioned for Beast Boy, and I never did the voice ever before. And I saw a picture of Beast Boy and a character description, and nobody's ever played Beast Boy, so I got to bring Beast Boy to life. So I helped create Beast Boy, and out came this voice for the first time ever. And here we are, almost 18 years later, with Teen Titans Go to the movies, yo, in theaters everywhere, and y'all's gonna love it.
So that's interesting. So you interviewed for the role 18 years ago. So I guess you've been a huge superhero fan in the past. If you had to pick, besides obviously Beast Boy, who's your favorite superhero?
Besides Beast Boy, my favorite superhero is probably, that's a hard one, dude. I like Iron Fist.
Yeah, Iron Fist is real cool.
I play Iron Fist in Marvel World too, but not just because I'm biased, but I think Iron Fist is rad.
No, fair enough.
I also got the green.
Cool. Well, and I guess the last question is, for other people out there aspiring to be voice actors, things like that, what would you recommend to them more so than anything else?
If you're trying to do anything, you just got to do it. Never stop. Do it because you love it, and you'll get so good at it, you'll eventually get paid for it.
Well, there we go. Oh, and I'm sorry, I know that was the last question I said, but also the dog. What's his or her name?
This is Wingman G. Cypes, the guru of the gurus, the highest form of life on the planet, and the real-life Beast Boy.
There we go. There we go. All right. Well, thank you for the time, Greg.
You're welcome, guys.
Hey, great meeting you.
The movies, yo.
Yep, go check out Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
That's right. Peace, love, and animals.